cardio done. Actually went quite quick today. My hamstrings are hella tight, so I'm gonna use my massage gun on those later, I think. But yeah, apart from that, went quick. I was watching cooking videos on like new cake recipes, because I want to add a couple of new flavours, because I do wedding cakes as well as birthday cakes for the bakers that are watching. And I will do some videos post prep trying some different recipes, because what I'll do is I'll make little 4-inch cakes and then try the flavours. But I wanted to have more like advanced flavours, and I've seen like pumpkin spice, I want to have carrot cake, and I've seen like lemon meringue. I saw a pina colada one which was cool, because like for wedding cakes, because obviously they're more expensive, you want to have more of a flavour range. So yeah, planning to expand. I already have quite a few, but I was planning to have a separate one. So I'll keep the favourites like Victoria Sponge and the double chocolate, which is white chocolate and milk chocolate buttercream and chocolate sponge. But I was thinking that I would make all of the others a bit more luxury. I've also seen like a champagne one as well. So yeah, this is like over the next, however many months that I'll be sort of perfecting this. But I'm hoping like by next year I would have slightly more expansion for my wedding cakes, which will be decent. Also, look at this dog. I don't know what's happened to my dog. I think she's on prep as well. Like, I'm really not sure, because she is awake now, but she is asleep all the time. Like, I go out and I come home and I come upstairs and she's fast asleep on the bed. I don't know what it is about, but she is lazy and she ain't even doing cardio. Right. Some people asked, I've had a few messages about how to make the protein cake. I got it from Sanj. Sanj, if you're watching this, credit to you. The only thing I've done differently is I use a bigger bowl and I just add more water. That's the only difference, but that is because I'm a greedy person and I want as much as possible. So, 30 grams of whey. We're using cinnamon donut. I'm obsessed with this. It's my favourite flavour to make this cake out of. So, cinnamon donut. I'm using the Perform whey. Always Perform whey. I never use anything else. Then I add a little bit of cinnamon powder. So I add a little bit extra because, again, greedy. I like it strong. And then I do put a little bit on top of it as well. I don't know if you can see, but that is literally the tiniest amount. Then I add half a baby spoon, which is about half a teaspoon of baking powder. So you just want to add that, and then take your dark chocolate, take your cinnamon powder, and then manoeuvre over to the sink. So, don't pour your cinnamon powder everywhere. So, make sure that that's mixed, because you don't want to just get your baking powder in one section. I've done that before and then only one section rises. Then just add water until it looks a reasonable size, because we don't want small protein cakes. And then you literally just mix that up. So there we go. As you can see, there she is. Mandatory lick of the spoon. And then you're just going to break your dark chocolate into little pieces and put it evenly in there and then zhuzh it around so that the dark chocolate sinks a little, because then when it melts it will be banging. Right, now microwave. So my microwave is 700 watts, and you literally pop him in there, and then we're doing, because I'm lazy, 22 seconds, because I don't like to have to press other buttons, and you just let that go. And then I do that about 3 times. I'll show you it after each time. First little rise, needs another zap. Second rise, as you can see, it shrinks. So we're going to pop him in for another go, and then it should be done. She's done. So hopefully I don't do too much. There we go. Cinnamon on there. And then, it's very difficult with one hand. There she is. Beautiful. Taste test. Banging. Every time. Another meal going in. That is 200 grams of veg and 120 grams of mince. Little update. We're also going to keep an eye on sodium. So I now have the same amount of salt in everything. So she said work it out and let her know. So I did 5 cracks of like the pink Himalayan salt in my meals, and that seemed like a decent amount. So yeah, I've done that, and that's in all the savoury meals, not obviously in the sweet ones, so like not in my protein powder ones. And then also to keep water the same, so I've gone for 4 litres because that's the most common amount that I get in. So yeah, I've gone for 4 litres because I can drink that, and that's a nice amount that I feel like semi-full, but also not too much that I feel sicky, because sometimes, you know, when you drink a lot of water but you're not eating as much food, sometimes it can just make you feel a bit sicky because there's nothing to like soak it up. Also, I literally go to the toilet like every hour, so if I drink any more than 4 litres I'll be going even more. So yeah, that is current update. Obviously when she lets me know what her plan is for like loading and stuff, then I'll let you know. So deliveries, I've got quite a lot. Thought I'd go through them all in one go just to smash it out, you know. So I actually bought 2 items which I just put on hangers. I got this from the kids section. This is 14 to 15. It was $11.99 from New Look. And then I got this. I love autumn, and I just rearranged my like rack because I have a hanging rack of clothes, and it did have work clothes on it, but now it has personal clothes because I only actually go into the office 1 day a week now. It's gone down, it used to be 2, so I don't need to have my work clothes on show because I'm not using them very often. So I've now got all my autumnal stuff, which I'm so excited about. I love autumn. Pumpkin spice latte, oh my god, get in my belly. Then, anyway, we have hair, skin and nails tablets. Absolutely love these. These are different to the ones I use normally. I can't remember where I got them from, so I just had to buy off Amazon. They literally smell like Haribo's. It's so nice. I don't know why the box is so big, because it really doesn't need to be that big. Then we got stuff for a cake. So we've got a little Peter Rabbit. It says many thanks on it. A little Peter Rabbit to go on the cake. Then it's got pink, white and gold balls. They wanted its contrast, so it's contrasting. Then we have some gold letters. They're not actually stuck down, so I can't really lift it up, but it's meant to say Amelia is 1. that was a terrible job. There we go. Amelia is one. This is from cake.com and it's cake with a Y. So that is to go on the front of that cake. That cake has a lot going on, so fingers crossed it all works the way that we want it to work, like the vision, you know. Then we have some flowers. I think I showed you these in another vlog, but just so that it's all complete. These are gold, white and cream, and they are going with these balls, which are from eBay, which arrived. So they're all like individually wrapped, but they're like cream, gold, and then white. I don't want to break it. And then white. So they're all like neutral tones, and then that goes with the dried flowers. So those are the cakey bits, which are for next weekend, so that'll be in the next vlog. I've got 2 cakes and I'm also making treats for work, so that will probably be quite cake focused. And then we got black ice bikini parcel. So I have already looked in this, I have already tried it on. I'll put a photo here because I made it black and white because I don't want to share the colour. I've only showed my coach and my mum the colour. Dev has also seen it, but apart from that, no one knows the colour. Not that I think people care enough, but I think it's just nice for it to be a surprise, and like on the day it's like a big surprise, and then you can post all your photos of it, and yeah, I think it just adds to the mystery. So yeah, very excited. Haven't seen any others in this colour recently, so I think I've chosen a good colour in terms of it being unique. Not that that is the only reason I chose it. I chose it because I love the colour, but it's also nice that it isn't that common of a colour. So yeah, very, very excited. I did some posing in it, so I know that it like fits and works well, and obviously you'll probably have like tape and stuff on the day, but yeah, very, very excited to wear this. Full transparency, because some people who are new to bodybuilding might not know, but my suit was 400 and I think it was 35. That included delivery, and that also is about £20 more than the other suits because it's figure, and figure suits have more straps added and slightly different connectors, and I think the bottoms are bigger than bikini bottoms, like bikini category, so it's a bit more, and it also has that extra clips to clip the top to the bottoms because it all links, whereas bikini category, wellness, they are literally like a bikini, like 2 separate pieces. So yeah, it is pricey, but it is completely handmade, and they literally stick the gems on themselves and sew it all themselves, so you have to, I can do that myself, so I think it's worth the money. Plus I will keep it afterwards, probably just wear it around the house. So yeah, we are off to bed. I've got to be up at 4:30 to drop my parents at the airport. Not looking forward to it. RIP to me tomorrow. It is 5 AM. Off to take the rents to the airport. I actually slept, I was just telling my mum, amazingly last night. The only thing I did change, so I've cut out caffeine after 1 PM anyway, but that didn't make a difference the past few nights. I applied for that job, so I felt good about that. And then I was drinking decaf tea yesterday, so I had 2 teas with almond milk, which is 17 calories, whereas Ella did say I could have 1 tea with normal milk, and normal milk is 70. So I've switched to almond milk because even if I just have 1, just because it's less calories, but I had decaf tea both times, even in the morning, because then I thought I'm not having any caffeine at all, and I think it made a difference. so I seem to be very sensitive to caffeine at the moment, is what I've realised. I think it's to do with my body fat being lower, maybe. Also dropped today. Obviously I can't do my check-in because it's really dark, so I'm going to do it when I get back. But 60.3 this morning, so gone down again. I've got some parcels for Vinted, which I'm going to put in the car. But yeah, so I am going to make a coffee. I might not need it, to be fair. I actually feel quite good. I'm just thinking maybe for the way back. Do I? Don't I? Who knows? What a palaver! So, dropped off the rents. I've dropped off 2 of the Vinted parcels. 2 of them have to go somewhere else, and it wasn't open, even though it says it opens. But I had like a semi-heart attack at the airport. I just dropped off my parents, and then a direct debit, which is meant to come out on the 1st of each month, came out today. So obviously it was just like set up on the wrong day. But it was like £175. So I literally got to the barrier, and prep is expensive, so I don't even care if I have that little in my account. But I got to the barrier, I went to pay, and it said that my card got declined. I was like, excuse me, I need to get out of this barrier. And there was like 20 people queued behind me, so then I put my hazards on, and there was obviously like loads of lanes of cars, all with like lots of cars waiting in them. So then all of the cars behind me had to move over to the other lane. It was shocking. And then I had to call my mum to get my mum to transfer me money. But we made it out. I thought I wouldn't make it out of the airport, but we made it out. My arse is so numb. I mean, there's not much. There is fat on there. There's still fat to come off, but there isn't much cushion. So an hour and 45 drive continuously is not that fun. But it's 5 to 7, so I'm gonna do my check-in because it wasn't light when I left. I'm gonna do my check-in. It's raining outside, which is annoying. I was hoping to do it outside, and the lighting isn't great in here. And then we're going to the gym to do cardio. I've only got half an hour this morning, so yeah. I'm trying to get as much done as early as possible because I'm probably gonna crash later from being up this early. But like I said earlier, I'm fully on the decaf gang. I used to think that decaf drinkers were like pussies, but I actually think they're smart, because if you drink loads of coffee all day, then you don't sleep, and then you wake up the next day and you need coffee. It's a vicious circle. Whereas if you drink decaf after midday, then you sleep like a baby, like I did last night. Don't know why, but I slept so well last night. I think maybe applying for that job was like playing on my mind. So yeah, I slept like a baby, and then this morning I had a coffee because I didn't have it as soon as I got up, but I had it on the way back, because obviously I have been up since 4:30. But I'm not going to have one after midday, so yeah. And decaf tea, because tea is actually higher in caffeine than coffee. Pretty sure I read that. So yeah, if I have like 1 tea a day, but I now have decaf, so yeah, love that for me. So check-in time. Check-in done. don't know if I said it earlier, weight was 60.3 today, so we went down slightly. So just see what Ella says in my check-in. This is the little sneak peek for this week. So this will be in the next vlog, but I'm making work treats for Wednesday because it's my birthday on Friday. So it's kind of like unwritten rule that people bring in cakes for their birthday, but I might as well make them because it's advertising for me. And then I've got 2 cakes on Saturday. So I just give the flavours. I need to double check the sizes, but I'm pretty sure they're both 6-inch, and then I'll add that on there. And then I just give like a brief thing of what they're going to look like. So yes. Also wanted to mention there will be a live on the 25th, which is next Friday, because I'm making my birthday cake. So I thought I'd go live and then you guys can ask me questions, and it will be a bit nostalgic because obviously I used to do all those lives when I had tons of time. I might actually bring those back, not every week because I'm very, very busy, especially with this new finance job, but I might bring them back like after prep when I have a bit more time, and then yeah, just whenever I'm free. But I will be doing one for my birthday cake because that is special. So yeah, very excited for that cake. It's a completely different design. It's also only 1 cake because normally I do like 2 3-tier cakes, but I normally eat a lot of it to get rid of it. But this time, because I'm not eating any of it, probably put a slice in the freezer because it's my birthday cake. I can't not. And it's a new flavour as well. It's chocolate fudge caramel, so it's chocolate sponge, caramel and chocolate buttercream in between different layers, and then it's got caramel sauce and fudge chunks in it. So yeah, my family's very excited for that. So yeah, exciting times. Right, cardio done, check-in back. No changes because we're still dropping, which is, love it, because like I said the other day, I'm really liking the plan at the moment. I am super grateful that I still have as much like carbs and everything as I do. Like there's little things in my plan which I really sort of crave and need, so the fact that they're still in there make a huge difference to like my mood and everything. Like stuff, I've seen some people like they don't have any dark chocolate. I still have dark chocolate. I have 35 grams on a training day, which I love because I have such a sweet tooth. And then also like the carbs pre and post, like I know of some people or have seen stuff on Instagram where they don't have any carbs for maybe like the 4 weeks before show, and I've still got carbs and I'm 3 weeks out. So yeah, it is nice to have those things. So yeah, I'm very happy with the plan at the moment. The cardio is not an issue. This morning flew by. I'm watching some new YouTubers. I watched Olivia Jarvis, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and Holly B Fitness. She is a runner. She does weightlifting as well, but she does like half marathons and stuff, and I'm really enjoying her stuff because me and my brother want to do a half marathon in December and then a full marathon next year, probably like April, May time when they're all on. But I've done a half marathon before. I did one a couple of years ago and it was really good. Like one for mentality, like an achievement, but also like the training of it I really liked. So yeah, I will probably do some videos on that later on in the year when I start training for it. But because I'm doing all this cardio now, I think that's actually helping quite a lot because it's building up my endurance, because I do like an hour a day. So then it means that when it comes to running, my legs and my knees are more accustomed to doing like a lot of cardio. So yeah, excited for that. But they're really good YouTubers that I'm really enjoying at the moment. So yeah, no changes. So I'm gonna make my brekkie. I'm gonna make my eggs because I need to start work shortly, and then I'm not gonna eat them yet because I'm not hungry, and like I say, I would like to delay it a little bit. and then I'm going to train on lunch, so I have my pre and post then, and then save my other meals for later. Egg whites. So we've got 250 ml of egg whites. Then we have 1 egg. Almond milk, decaf, look how perfect that is. Just fits perfectly in the plate. And this pan, if you haven't seen it in the other vlogs, get this pan off Amazon. It's non-stick and they literally come out perfect. Love it. Morning. So we have the plan. Don't know what that was, but I'm in a very good mood today because I slept very well. I'll be talking about that in the next vlog, but we've gone from barely sleeping for 2 weeks, feeling like a zombie and being a bitch, okay, for the younger viewers, to feeling amazing. So change up your sleep pattern, guys, and change up those few things that I mentioned because they have made a huge difference. But plans are in place, gang. So where is the plan? So we have 3 weeks, well, under 3 weeks until show. And we have now put in a little plan. So for the next week, everything is staying the same. I'm checking in every 2 days. So obviously things could change. Like food could go up, down, and then cardio could go up, down, etc. But the rough idea is that until next Tuesday, we're currently on Tuesday, till next Tuesday, which will be just under 2 weeks out, we're gonna keep everything roughly the same. And then from next Tuesday, the plan is that we start to taper off for yeah, we start to taper off, and then that will bring us to the end of that week, which then will bring us to peak week. And then peak week is when our last leg day will be the weekend that is 1 week out, and then the Saturday. Then that weekend and the next week is reps in reserve and upper sessions only. So it will be rest on the Monday, push on the Tuesday, rest on the Wednesday, pull on the Thursday, rest on the Friday, upper pump, and then I got that wrong. Upper pump on the Friday, rest on the Saturday, and then rest obviously on the Sunday for show day. So then it will be 3 upper body sessions that week, basically, with a rest day in between. That is going to be bliss. I mean, I might regret saying that, but I think that's going to be weirdly nice to have that much rest in between sessions, because recovery is going down. So that's nice. Then obviously the taper, we haven't decided yet, but steps will go down and cardio will go down. I don't know how much by at the moment, but yeah. So basically we've got until next Tuesday roughly, and then that will be when things start to slow down, and then the week before show is when leg day's taken out, and then we have lesser sessions, etc. And then the peak week, we are doing normal food until the weekend before peak week, so say the Friday. Then that weekend before peak week is maintenance calories. Then, and again, I don't know the logistics of this, Ella will let me know, so I will then let you know. And then we're going to do a 3-day fat load and then a 3-day carb load, because we found from the last time that my body needed longer to digest. And yeah, that is what we're gonna do for this show. And then obviously what works and what doesn't work, we can then take into the next show. So yeah, we're gonna do 3-day fat load and then 3-day carb load. The carb load is gonna be heavy, medium, and then light leading up to show day. Because of my digestion, it means that by show day, it should all be digested and like not sitting on me or me looking bloated, stuff like that. So yes, that is the plan, RE, peak week and stuff. So yes, very excited. I feel like, yeah, now that I'm actually sleeping, I am feeling a bit better mood-wise, so I'm actually getting excited about it. But yeah, very, very excited. So off to do cardio. I've got my coffee, and yeah, that is the end of this vlog. There is another one starting, so if you haven't seen that already, then it might not be up, but that is a more baking focused one, and this was more updates. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next vlog, when I will be, well, by the time it goes up, I will be 2 weeks out. So exciting. Right, bye gang.